Hi, this is Eddie Rodriguez. Today we are recording a video for pre-cal. So let's get right into it. Verify the identity by using conjugates. So first, we're gonna work on one side. We're working on cosecant x plus cotangent x squared. This equals cosecant squared x plus cotangent squared x plus 2 cosecant x times cotangent x. This equals to 1 over sine squared x plus cosine squared x divided by sine squared x plus 2 times 1 over sine x multiplied by cosine x divided by sine x. This equals to 1 over sine squared x plus cosine squared x over sine squared x plus 2 cosine x divided by sine squared x. Now we are working on the other side. Secant x plus 1 divided over secant x minus 1. This is then multiplied by secant x plus 1 over secant x plus 1. This equals to secant squared x plus 2 secant x plus 1 over secant squared x minus 1. This then equals to secant squared x plus 2 secant x plus 1 over tangent squared x. This then also equals to secant squared x divided by tangent squared x plus 2 secant x divided by tangent squared x plus 1 over tangent squared x. This is also equals to 1 over cosine squared x times cosine squared over sine squared plus 2 cosine x times cosine squared x over sine squared x plus cosine squared x over sine squared x. We will then cancel out cosine squared, and cosine x, and cosine squared x. This will then equal to 1 over sine squared x plus 2 cosine x divided by sine squared x plus cosine squared divided by sine squared. This then equals to back to cosecant squared x plus 2 cosecant times cotangent x plus cotangent x squared. This then equals to cosecant plus cotangent x squared. So these correlate back over here. So these are both the same. That's question 2. Now we're on question 8. Given cosine data equals negative square root 5 over 5 and sine data is greater than 0, find 2 data. So for this, we are going to find which quadrant that square root of 5 over 5 lies into. So what we're going to do is draw a graph and do all students take calculus. so that we know that cosine theta is negative. We know that it's negative, so it cannot be A, because cosine sine is negative, is all positive in A, in quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, however, sine is negative. So negative square root of 5 and 5, that means that sine is negative because sine is greater than 0. So it will be quadrant 2. Now to rewrite this, we gotta do sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. So yeah, then we will draw a triangle to find the hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent. We know that the hypotenuse is 5 because 5 is positive. So y, or x, is positive. And adjacent is equal to negative square root of 5. And opposite is equal to 2. Wait, we do not know the opposite yet. So first, we're going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared, Pythagorean theorem. So we got to do negative square root of 5 squared plus b squared equals c equals 5 squared. This will then equal to 5 plus b squared equals 25. We will subtract 5 from both sides. This will then equal to b squared equals 20. We will then square root to get rid of the squared. This will equal b of plus and minus square root of 20. Plus or minus square root of 20 equals plus or minus 5.4. This then simplifies to plus or minus 2 square root of 5. So opposite equals 2 square root of 5. We will then do sine 2 theta equals 2 times 2 square root of 5 divided by 5 minus square root 5 over 5. We will then solve this as 2 multiplied 2 square root of 5 times square root of 5, negative square root of 5. We will then divide this by 25 and then simplify it to negative 4 times 5, because 2 times 2 square root of 5 equals 4 times negative square root of 5 equals 5. Divided by 25, that this will then equal to negative 20 over 25, because negative 4 times 5 equals negative 20, and over 25. And if you simplify this, so negative 20 over 25 equals negative 4 over 5. So your answer will be A. Now we move on to question 13. So we have cosine 3 pi over 8. Use half angle formula to find exact value. Okay, so half angle formula. So first, we gotta break it down to cosine 3 pi over 8 equals cosine of 1/2 times 3 pi over 4 equals cosine 3 pi over 4 over 2. Half angle, our formula is cosine theta over 2 equals plus or minus 1 plus cosine theta over 2. This will then equal to cosine 3 pi over 8 equals plus or minus 1 square root of 1 plus cosine 3 pi over 4 over 2. This will then equal to plus or minus 1 plus negative square root 2 over 2 divided by 2. This will then equal to plus or minus 2 over 2 minus square root 2 over 2 divided by 2. Then equal to plus or minus square root 2 minus square root 2. Then we will factor out 1/2. That will then be multiplied to 2 minus square root 2 over 2. This will then equal to plus or minus 2 minus square root 2, 4, because the 1/2 multiplies, that equals to 2, then equal to 4. And this will equal to plus or minus 2 minus 2 square root 2 for the square root of 4. This will then equal to, simplify to plus or minus square root of 2 minus 2 over 2. We will then end back to 2 minus 2 over 2. And don't forget the square root. This then, the answer is B. Now we move on to 16. So sine B over 2. Okay, use information about B in the given figure to find exact function values of negative 0.8, comma y. Write answers as decimals or as square roots or with decimals. So the error gave us a circle, so we gotta find this negative 0.8 and all that. We have to find the exact value. So first, we have to draw a triangle. So the adjacent will be 0.8, the hypotenuse is 1, and we do not know the opposite yet. So you will do a Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A squared is negative 0.8 squared plus b squared equals 1 squared. Negative 0.8 squared equals 0.64 plus b squared equals 1. This will then equal to, this will then go to square root of b squared equals square root of 0.36. And square root of 0.36 is b equals plus or minus 0.6. So your opposite is 0.6, negative, because y in conjugate 3 is negative. Everything is negative in conjugate 3. Yes, sir. And this will then be sine theta equals to negative 0.6 over 1. You know what I'm saying? And this we will draw out the triangle, the graph, and we are trying to find theta, the angle theta. That is then 180 degrees plus sine theta. So sine B equals sine 180 degrees plus sine theta. This will then equal to 0 plus negative 0.6. This then equals to 0.6 negative. This will then equal to sine B equals negative 0.6, comma, sine b over 2. Our values then are sine theta over 2 equals plus or minus 1 minus cosine theta over 2. This then, we plug it into 1 plus or minus 1 minus c cosine of minus 0.8 divided by 2. This then equals to, there's no cosine. It's equal to 1 minus negative 0.8. Those are parentheses. Then you equal plus or minus. We had 1 plus 0.8 is 1.8 divided by 2. This then simplifies to plus or minus 0.9. Your answer is then D. Now we're on question 21. We use a sum to product formula to find exact value of sine 19 pi over 12 plus sine 13 pi over 12. This is pretty simple if you think about it. So then we have to break it down to 2 sine 19 pi over 12 plus 13 pi over 12 cosine of 19 pi over 12 minus 13 pi over 12 divided by 2 divided by 2. Then you would then break it down or equal to 2 sine 32 pi over 12 because 19 pi plus 13 pi equals 32 divided by 12 divided by 2, and this will then multiply to cosine 6 pi divided by 12 divided by 2 because 19 pi minus 13 pi equals 6 pi. The 2 sine of 4 pi over 3 because this value equals a 4 pi over 3 if you simplify it to cosine of pi over 4. Same thing, you simplify it equals pi over 4 and it's multiplied. Then you bring down the values. 2 sine, you get rid of sine, it's 2 negative square root 3 over 2 times square root 2 over 2. This will then equal to negative 2 square root 6 over 4. You multiply the square root 3 over 2, that equals 6. 2 to 2, that equals 4, and you keep the 2. Then you simplify it to negative 6 over 2 because you divide 2 to 4, you go back to 2. So your answer is negative square root of 6 over 2. So it's D. Now we're on 24. Solve the equation over the interval of 0, 2 pi. So we have 6 secant x plus 10 equals 4 secant x plus 6. So we gotta break it down to, so we gotta rewrite the equation. 6 secant x plus 10 equals 4 secant x plus 6. We will then subtract 4 secant x from both sides and subtract 10 from both sides. This will then equal to 2 secant x equal negative 4. Then we'll subtract 2 from both sides This then equals to secant x. That equals to -2. Secant x is 1 over cosine of x equal to -2. This then, if we flip it around, then we will be 1 over 2, -1/2, equal to cosine x. So then we use a unit circle to find our values. So what is -1/2 on a unit circle for cosine? The values of -1/2 for cosine x is 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. Our answer is then B. So yeah. Oh, I also forgot to mention 1 over a equals b, and b equals 1 over a. That's why you flip it, so it can equal to cosine x. See. Now we're on question 29. I was supposed to do question 28, but it didn't equal to anything, so I couldn't really solve it to find the values of it. So we're working on question 29. So I need to email my professor and let her know that I switched my question. So yeah. So on question 29, we're gonna do sine x plus 5 over 1 sine x minus 6 equals 0. Because cosine x is 1 over sine x, and so we break it down. This then equals to sine squared x plus 5 minus 6 sine x equals 0. We then flip it around to sine squared x minus 6 sine x plus 5 equals 0. So sine x equals u squared minus 6u plus 5 equals 0, because sine squared is u squared, this is u6, so we didn't know this is 6u, it's not u6, 6u is 6u plus 5, 0, so this will be u minus 1 to u minus 5, because you take down the 5, it will be to -1 minus 5. This one equals to sine x minus 1 sine x minus 5 equal to 0. So this equals to 0. Our answer is C. So 29 is C. So that is all for my video of pre-cal. This is Eddie. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it.